The research station Endeavour hummed with its usual mechanical rhythm as Dr. Bassett Chen made his evening rounds through the xenobiology lab. 3 months into first contact with the Zalathi species, and he still couldn't quite believe humanity had finally found intelligent alien life. Dr. Chen? The melodic voice carried the slight electronic warble of the universal translator. Elsa, the young Zalathi researcher, stood near the atmospheric processors, her iridescent blue skin shimmering under the lab's harsh lights. "Just Bassett is fine," he replied, offering a smile. The Zalathi had quickly adapted to human expressions, though their own emotional displays remained largely mysterious to the research team. Elsa's large silver eyes fixed on him with an intensity that made him slightly uncomfortable. "I have been studying your species' reproductive behaviors through your data archives." Bassett nearly choked on his coffee. "Oh, that's thorough of you." "My people's mating season approaches," Elsa continued, seemingly oblivious to his discomfort. "I wish to mate with you." The coffee mug slipped from Bassett's fingers, shattering against the metal floor. "I'm sorry, what?" "Mate?" Elsa repeated, tilting her head in that peculiar way Zalathi did when confused. "Your species does this for reproduction and bonding, yes? I have read extensively about human mating rituals." Bassett's mind raced. 3 months of cultural exchange, and somehow they'd missed covering this particular topic in their diplomatic briefings. "Elsa, I think there might be some cultural misunderstandings here." "How so?" Her head tendrils, which served a similar function to human eyebrows, curved upward in curiosity. Bassett ran a hand through his hair, trying to figure out how to explain human relationships to a being whose species apparently approached reproduction like a scheduled maintenance procedure. "Well, for humans, mating, or as we usually call it, making love, isn't just about reproduction. It's about emotional connection, commitment, trust." "I trust you," Elsa said immediately. "You have been most patient in teaching me about human biochemistry." That's not quite the same thing." Bassett knelt to clean up the broken mug, partly to give himself time to think. "When humans choose a mate, it's usually someone they're romantically attracted to, someone they want to spend their life with." "Life?" Elsa's tendrils straightened, and what he'd learned was their expression of surprise. "But your archives indicate humans often mate multiple times with different partners." "Some do, but—" Bassett paused, realizing he was getting deeper into territory he wasn't qualified to navigate. "Elsa, what exactly does mating mean for your people?" "It is a biological necessity that occurs every 7 of your years," she explained matter-of-factly. "We select the most suitable genetic match from available candidates. The process takes approximately 4 minutes and results in offspring if conditions are optimal." 4 minutes, Bassett repeated weakly. "Is this insufficient?" "Your archives suggest humans require much longer periods for mating." Bassett felt heat rise to his cheeks. "It's not about duration, Elsa. For humans, physical intimacy is just one aspect of a much deeper emotional bond. We don't just mate with someone because they're genetically suitable." "Then how do you choose?" The genuine curiosity in her voice made Bassett pause his cleaning efforts. Here was an opportunity for real cultural exchange, not just the formal presentations they'd been giving each other for months. "We fall in love," he said simply. "We get to know someone, spend time with them, discover if we enjoy their company, if we share values and dreams. The physical aspect comes later, if it comes at all." "Love," Elsa repeated the word slowly. "This is the emotional state that causes humans to behave irrationally in your entertainment media?" Despite everything, Bassett laughed. "Sometimes, yes, though it's not always irrational. Love can make us better people, inspire us to sacrifice for others, to build something greater than ourselves. And this is required for mating. Not required, but preferred, at least for most of us." Bassett stood, holding the broken pieces of his mug. "Elsa, why did you want to mate with me specifically?" "Your genetic profile suggests excellent disease resistance and cognitive enhancement factors," she replied promptly. "Also, you smell pleasant." "I smell pleasant," Bassett said flatly. "Very much so. Your scent indicates good health and compatible pheromones." Bassett found himself torn between amusement and something that might have been flattery. "Well, thank you, I think. But Elsa, if you want to understand human mating, human relationships, you need to understand that we're not just looking for genetic compatibility." "What are you looking for?" The question hung in the air between them. Bassett realized he was standing at a crossroads of first contact protocol. His answer could influence how an entire species understood human nature. "We're looking for someone who makes us want to be the best version of ourselves," he said finally. "Someone whose happiness becomes as important as our own. Someone we can trust with our fears, our dreams, our weaknesses." Elsa was quiet for a long moment, her silver eyes studying his face. "And if such a person were of a different species?" "That would be complicated," Bassett admitted, "but not impossible, I suppose. Love has a way of transcending boundaries humans thought were absolute." "Would you teach me about this love?" The question caught him off guard. "I'm not sure I'm qualified to teach anyone about love, Elsa." "But you could show me what it means to be courted? Is that the correct term?" Bassett felt his heart skip. Looking at Elsa, really looking at her, he realized that somewhere between explaining human biochemistry and listening to her questions about Earth culture, he'd grown genuinely fond of this curious, brilliant being. "We could start with dinner," he said slowly. "Real dinner, not the lab rations. I could cook something from my grandmother's recipes. And then? Then we talk. We learn about each other as people, not just as scientists or diplomats." Elsa's tendrils curved upward again, but this time the expression seemed softer somehow. "I would like that very much, Basit." As she left the lab, Basit realized that first contact had just become infinitely more complicated and infinitely more interesting. Love, it seemed, truly could transcend any boundary, even the vast gulf between species among the stars. He just hoped he was ready for what that might mean.